Got some stuff to try out again today. I'm just making sure everything is working before I get started. It's live, public. Yeah, that looks good. All right. 3 different things to try out. We've got Rockstar. Oops. Rockstar Zero Carb. The one that's linked on Amazon is probably not ideal to buy from there, but I linked it anyways if you want to look at it. So there's that one. And then this drink. Sorry, I'm probably going to mispronounce whatever this is. Nilo Guanabana. And then Soursop. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Never tried this. Looked interesting. And then we also have Goldfish crackers, but cinnamon roll grams. So graham crackers. Goldfish branded. I think I'll start off with the Rockstar drink. Anyways, yeah, I'm doing live streaming, so I'll try to respond to any messages that I see related to what I'm showing. Anything unrelated, I'll probably wait to respond to. So I'm doing multi-streaming to 3 different platforms, so a lot going on. All right. Taking a look at this Rockstar Zero Carb. It says a little bit of market material. Sustains mind, body energy. Zero carb. Yeah. So let's see. It has 240 milligrams of caffeine for a 16 fluid ounce drink. That's a fair amount. That's up there. And then the nutrition facts, 25 calories for this can. 0 grams of total fat, 55 milligrams of sodium. 0 grams total sugars, 0 grams of protein. It does have niacin, 60 milligrams, 100% of your daily value. B6, B12, and then pantothenic acid. All of those are 100% of various amounts. The ingredients, we've got carbonated water, taurine, which is usually used in energy drinks, but it's not really, I don't think it's a stimulant. It's just, it goes somehow well with energy drinks. And that's the second thing on the list. So there's probably a fair amount in this drink, but I don't see an amount, like how much. Anyways, it has natural flavor, malic acid, citric acid, caffeine, green tea extract, sodium citrate, and then a thing that I cannot pronounce, most likely, glucuronolactone, glucuronolacetone, and then aspartame potassium, which is a sweetener, sugar alternative. So that's the main sweetener in here. Sodium benzoate for preserving freshness. Sucralose is also a sugar alternative, so 0 calorie sweetener or low calorie. So you got the sucralose and the aspartame potassium. Yeah, asulfame. There we go. And then the potassium sorbate, which is preserving freshness as well as that sodium benzoate. L-carnitine, which I think is usually a energy drink ingredient. Citrus pectin. And then we've got the vitamins down here. There's yerba mate. That one's interesting. Yerba mate extract. That has red 40 coloring. Caramel color, which I'm not a big fan of artificial colors, but got red 40 and caramel color. And then B6, and it also has blue 1. And that's it. So quite the list of ingredients here. I'll show it all on screen so you can get an idea for yourself and see for yourself. There's the logo. I like this blue. It's a nice blue color. Very appealing color. Sustains mind-body energy, according to them. Yeah, 240 milligrams of caffeine. And we've got their little blend, energy blend. So they're doing some type of claim here. It says at least 160. Let's see. Not recommended for children. No surprise. All right, and then we've got our nutrition facts. 25 calories, 55 milligrams of sodium. And then we've got our vitamins. So you can see the actual amounts there. Niacin, B6, B12, and pantothenic acid. This can is a little difficult to show on screen with the font versus the background color. Probably get a little bit closer. Yeah. So a lot going on with the ingredients. I'm not thrilled about the food colorings or the sweeteners used, but they're pretty standard with a drink like this. So, got the little black tab on the top, painted black. It's kind of cool. Anyways, I think we're good to open this up and try it. Ooh, it's red. You can already smell it. Yeah, that is very red. You see the carbonation. Looks like I give it a little bit of closer view here. I feel like they could just not put the food coloring in here and be fine. But I guess not. All right, let's do a smell test. Oops, let me switch hands. I'm used to doing it like this. And then my other one can hold it. It smells like something. I guess it's kind of fruity smelling. Like berry, maybe. Let's try it out. Yeah, you can tell that it's got those artificial sweeteners in it. It's a little tangy, a little sour, and some sort of berry-like flavor to it. I haven't had the, geez, what is that brand? The other brand with the another energy drink company, Red Bull. I feel like this might taste like the original Red Bull, maybe, but it's been a long time since I've had that. It's got that mix of sour and sweetness plus all that going on. So it's got the citric acid and the malic acid. Malic acid usually gives you more of an apple-like sourness. And then the citric acid is just a general type. I think it tastes pretty nice for what it is. Yeah. Maybe towards strawberry almost, but it's some sort of berry-like flavor. Again, with the sourness to it. I think I think it tastes pretty decent. That's just personal preference, though. And then, of course, it has 240 milligrams of caffeine in it. That's a lot, but yeah. And then you got the sugar alternatives plus the food coloring. So, very traditional, mass-produced, not amazing ingredient energy drink, but it's tastes pretty decent, and you definitely get a lot of caffeine. So, that's that Rockstar Zero Carb. Okay. I'm going to rinse out my cup a little bit. Oh, I don't have water in here today. I forgot. This is tea. Whoops. Maybe not especially fair to the next drink, but I'll try to. Anyways, next up. This one is very interesting looking. Nilo Guanabana. Sorry if I mispronounce things. Soursop or soup. Yeah. Source of life, according to them. And it says 100% squeezed juice with pulp. Tastes delicious. We'll find out. Antioxidant superfruit. So there is some marketing material, but I think this will help me understand what this is. So it's Nilo 100% Soursop. Juice is made from premium hand-selected Soursops. Soursop is the fruit, or whatever this is. Exclusively grown in the tropics, always delivering you the best superfruit juices to bring a boost to your nutrition, according to them. 100% natural, no preservatives, 100% juice. And it's Nilo Brands Inc. in Los Angeles, California. Okay. This is 16.57 fluid ounce, 490 milliliters. So a very specifically sized can, I guess. And I'm going to go per can amount of the nutrition facts rather than per serving. Because it looks like it has 2 servings. But I'll do the per can. So, nutrition facts: 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of cholesterol, 191 milligrams of sodium. That's 8% of your daily value. And 54 grams of total carbohydrates. And then we've got 51 grams of sugar for this entire can. So 25 would be 1 serving. Around that. They say 25, but 51 versus, it's missing a gram somewhere in their nutrition facts. Anyways, we've got vitamin C, 98 milligrams for the can. And then vitamin D, but it says 0. So it's probably like a trace amount. Potassium, 882 milligrams. Calcium, 49 milligrams. And then iron, 2.94 milligrams. So that's an interesting list of stuff. I don't usually see iron in drinks, but if it's actual juice, then that makes sense. Because that specific fruit must retain iron somehow. Let's see. I think that's the actual ingredients. So ingredients: 100% soursop juice with pulp, not from concentrate. It says refrigerate after opening. Chill and shake before serving, and product of Vietnam. So it comes from Vietnam, but the company is in Los Angeles, California. Yeah. Cool. So it says mix it. Also show it on screen for you all so you can see for yourself. No sugar added. I like the design. It's very green and cool. Yeah, it's an interesting fruit or whatever it is. Yeah, they call it superfruit, so it must be a fruit. There's the very specific size. Oh, so this is the English name of it, and then this is the actual name of it, maybe. Delicioso. Sabe. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce those words. I only know some English and Japanese. I mean, I took a little bit of Spanish in middle school. I think it was 1 year, but I don't remember much. In French, I had French as well for a year, I think. I think that was in high school. We got our nutrition facts. There you can see the per serving versus per can. Should just be half. And we've got the company. And we've got our ingredients, which is very simple. Nice to see. All right. Nothing exciting on the top. Let's try this out. Oh my. Huh. Not not the most visually appealing, depending on, yeah, I don't want to speculate on what it looks like. Uh Definitely some chunks of stuff in there. But I mean, looks are not everything, so we'll try it out and see what it tastes like. Let me swap hands again. Yeah, it leaves kind of a film on the cup there. Right, again, this is the Nilo Soursop or Guanabana. Guanabana. See what it smells like first. Yeah, it smells like some sort of fruit or vegetable. All right. Let's try it out. Yeah. There's stuff in it, obviously. It's with pulp. So, to me, if you've ever had aloe drink, which in itself is probably rare, but it's been around more so, this reminds me of an aloe drink. It has a good amount of sweetness to it, which is surprising. This fruit must have a lot of sugar in it, but I mean, it's less than a pop. So 54 grams of sugar for this can size, which it's usually a can half this size is like a can of pop with 50 something grams of sugar, probably. So about half the amount of sugar is a can of pop, maybe, approximately. It's definitely very sweet tasting. It's a little bit sour, sweet, and fruity. Again, it reminds me of the aloe drink, but with more flavor than aloe drinks. It almost, let me do a taste test here. It almost has a similar flavor profile to this thing, surprisingly. Yeah. I think it tastes really nice. This is going to be a personal preference thing, but the flavor of this fruit was very pleasant. Again, it's a little bit sour, it's sweet, fruity, generic fruit taste. Hard to describe specific fruit flavors. So the thing that might turn you off to a drink like this is clearly the consistency and it's kind of thicker liquid. It's got actual pieces of the plant or the fruit technically in it. So I'm gonna pour more out into my cup. Yeah, you can see how thick it is. That's probably if you have a issue with textures and visual things and all that, this might not be the type of drink for you, but I personally don't mind it. I think it tastes really nice, and I'm okay with the pulp. But if there is a version without the pulp, which I don't know if there is or not, that might be a little more generally appealing than this. But the flavor profile and everything would probably be a little bit different than this one without that. Like I said, it is kind of thick. It's a little slick in the mouth. Type of mouthfeel. But overall, I really like the taste of it. I think I would definitely get this again. It's a fun can. It's cool branding. I think it tastes nice. Obviously, with the pulp, that's going to be a very specific personal preference thing. I'm fine with it. But yeah, I like this. So that was the Nilo. I'll just say Nilo Soursop drink. Very nice. Just get. Next up, we've got Goldfish cinnamon roll grams. This specific bag is 6.6 ounce, 187 grams. So actual graham cracker cookie type things. But Goldfish, but cinnamon roll. So it says one serving size is 35 pieces or 30 grams. It's 140 calories, 5 grams of total fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 140 milligrams of sodium, and then 22 total carbohydrates, 1 gram of dietary fiber, 7 grams of sugar, total sugars, and then 1 gram of protein. It does have a trace amount of iron, 0.5 milligrams, 10 milligrams of calcium, also a very small amount, and then 40 milligrams of potassium. And then they say for the ingredients, made with smiles and whole wheat flour, enriched wheat flour, which in itself is a bunch of ingredients, vegetable oil, also a bunch of ingredients, sugar, cornstarch, brown sugar, which is sugar and invert sugar and molasses. And then invert syrup. Contains 2% or less of natural flavors, salt, non-fat milk, baking soda, spices, cinnamon, corn syrup, solids, baking powder, which is a bunch of ingredients, fructose, molasses, vanilla extract, and soy. I always try to pronounce this, but it's difficult. Lecithin, soy lecithin. And then, of course, it contains wheat, milk, and soy. And this is Pepperidge Farm Company, Camden, New Jersey. And it says contains bioengineered food ingredients. The ingredients from corn, soy, sugar, and canola in this product come from genetically modified crops. All right. Show this on screen. Just the main branding. I like the standard Goldfish crackers, but their new types are pretty fun. I had the strawberry something one. I don't remember specifically what it was, but it was very nice. Here's the nutrition facts. So about 6 servings per package in this case. 35 pieces per serving. We got various information. Oh, how's it going? Sorry, I looked at your message. It is live. A little like an aloe drink, yeah. I'm very focused when I'm doing this, so sorry if you're still here. Oh, thanks. What is that called? Hyper focus or something? Or hyperfixation? And there's the ingredients. All right. I think that's all I need to show on here. Pop this open, try it. Thanks. That's what it looks like. So again, these are cinnamon roll Goldfish. See if I can get the camera to focus in there before I take some of them out. There we go. See how I can do this easily. Oops. I'll probably zoom back in a second here, but I don't know if I should count out 35. 1, 2. That's probably about 35, approximately. So this is around 1 serving of these. And my light is very bright. So that's going to be 140 calories, approximately. You can see the cinnamon on them. They are darker in person than on my camera. So that's what they look like. I'll just hold one up with... Focus, please. Thank you. Yeah. Whoops. Very messy as well. So you got the classic goldfish shape. Smiling fish. Yep. Anyways, we'll try these out. Again, these are the Goldfish cinnamon roll grams. Crunchy. Definitely tastes the cinnamon. For something this small, I feel like you have to eat a bunch of them at once to really get some flavor going. I feel like you could eat these as cereal, but that would be a very high calorie bowl of cereal. Yeah, the cinnamon itself is very noticeable, but it doesn't overpower the rest of the graham cracker or graham cookie type thing. They're very crunchy. I think it's a nice mix of flavors. And they're easy to eat. So they're crunchy, but they're soft in the sense that it's not difficult to chew them at all. Yeah, very nice. I think they do a great job on the Goldfish crackers. So, I like them. Anyways, that again was the Goldfish cinnamon roll grams. I also have a package of another type. I don't remember what it is offhand, but I'll be trying those out most likely. Oh, yeah. The shirt. This is what's his name? Or it's Jeez, I can't remember the character's name offhand. But it's a popular character. Anyways, I think I'm good on the food reviews. I'm going to sign out of the Amazon one. So, that one. And then also YouTube. Oops, my mouse stopped working. There we go. Trying a wireless mouse. Switch to here. Turn that off. Yeah, so next up, I'm thinking about doing a technology presentation type thing. So I need to clean up a little bit as well. So to do this one, a bunch of stuff. Let's see. So there's this company sent me this. It works with phones where you can connect a phone to a screen. Not totally sure how it works. And then these are just things that I bought because I think I might need them in the future. It's HDMI to HDMI, so you can use two short cables and make them longer. And then this thing, this is a composite connection for video. So old retro gaming consoles. And then it goes to HDMI on the other side. So I have a Super Nintendo. I'll probably try that. And then this is a screen. Yeah, portable monitor. 15.6 inch. And it has a micro HDMI connection. So I have to set that up. Nice to have the screen. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how well this thing works. I actually bought this one. When I bought it, it was $40, but I think it went up in price a little bit. So $40 is pretty cheap for a screen. We'll see if it works. So what I do for these ones is that I have a wireless microphone system. So this goes on me. And I use a lapel microphone. And then I have, sorry. I have the receiver connected to the computer. So that I can move around. Yeah, cheap for a... Yeah, I was surprised. There were a fair amount of them. Got on Amazon. I was surprised, but there were quite a few options. But that was the first one that I saw, and it was like, it looks decent. So I might as well try it. And make sure that test. I think it's working. So this microphone goes up here. And the thing about microphones is that when they're closer to you, they tend to be better. So this one's clearly a higher quality microphone, but this one, this close to me, is decentish. But I get the benefit of being able to move around. So I'm going to swap. All right, so I should be on the wireless microphone now. It's probably a little bit louder because I can see on the levels that it's louder. Yeah. But that allows me to move around, which is definitely helpful. We'll be drinking things, so it might sound kind of weird. This stuff is very specific looking. So I'm gonna turn on this other area. I have a bunch of lights, a second camera, and more screens so that I can read the chat over here, or the various chats. I do multi-streaming, so usually Twitch and YouTube, but with anything with products and such, I can stream to Amazon itself. I wouldn't mind trying to stream to TikTok and such, but are you saying? Oh, still in the thanks. Yeah, should swap that out. Much appreciated. Let's see. Where's my browser window? I'll go into science and technology. Let's see. Delete text stream. Well, what retro gaming? Actually, I need to mention that a company sent me a thing in that title. Nice. It's my keyboard. Currently have it on pink color, but this is a Novel Keys mechanical. The whoops. A lot of things everywhere. Probably should have played TFT. So yeah. So it's from. Generally, you buy the base, and then you decide which switches you want inside, and then also the caps on the top. So that's a combo of different things together. And then I recently did an unboxing of this mouse. It's not the same orange color, but it's kind of interesting. Let's see. So this company has sent me quite a few things in the past, but this is some sort of wireless HD transmitter receiver kit. And I think it's supposed to be for phones, so you can display the phone on a screen. I should probably have looked into it more before trying it. Yeah, I'm typing up a different title. Let's see, HDMI display technology featuring Nano. Cent. That's probably good. HDMI and whoops. I just clicked off something. That was display technology. It's probably good. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of prep that I have to do to swap things and transition to the different channel.